a lot more freedom and a lot more responsibility with that.
I have, why is it that boys just look for girls who are attractive and have a nice body and that are very pretty and hot? And my response would just be, not necessarily all boys are like that. And just there are certain individuals that are going to value people for their characteristics and stuff like that, their character, whether they're kind, smart, and that sort of thing. It just looks. It all just depends on the individual.
Okay, my next question is, in high school, is PDA allowed in the halls? So, I mean, at Sage School, we're a family, so like we don't date each other, cause, yeah. But at the Wood River, I'm pretty sure that PDA is not okay, so wouldn't go there.
Do people party in high school, and is there a pressure to do anything? And yeah, a lot of people do go to parties in high school, and you can go to them and not do anything or feel any sort of pressure to do anything. It's more like a social thing that you can do every once in a while.
What's the most common age to start dating? It all just depends on your own personal values and beliefs and more or less what you're comfortable with. And if you are looking to start dating, I'd say talk to your parents because they have some advice to tell you or their own wishes that do matter. But it's based on what you're comfortable with.
This one says, are girls really mean? And I would say, from experience of my friends, like, middle school was a lot harder for girls than high school is, because in high school you like realize that you guys are kind of all on the same level playing field, and it's a lot more fun to like be friends, and there's not that like awkward puberty stage that you're going through. And yeah, I mean, I definitely think that girls aren't that mean in the high school.
Yeah.
Can I just add something to that? We had that question this morning, and they answered it the same thing. They said middle school was tougher than high school.
I think that's true. Mine kind of goes along with that. Is it hard to make friends in high school? That's honestly like a lot easier to make friends in high school because you have the different grade levels and you're taking classes with different people. And then like sports or clubs, you're kind of joined together more, so it's easier in high school.
It's easier to like get out of your normal clique and start expanding yourself.
How would you recommend doing that?
Clubs or sports, getting involved in something around the school.
That's the best way. Most of my friends I've met playing sports. And that's really why do you like high school or the middle school? Well, my experiences in high school is that they start treating you like an adult more than, say, middle school where you're still treated like children. And yet you really have a lot more freedom and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's all dependent on you to like get your schoolwork done and stuff like that. Teachers aren't gonna like hold your hand through the entire process.
Okay, my next question is there a lot of homework in high school? And personally at Sage School, like I have 3 to 5 hours of homework every night, but that's just because I go to a project-based school and we have a lot of freedom as seniors. Like today we went to coffee with our teacher, but it's not ever homework that like I can't get done. But I mean, I don't know if you guys want to answer that with Wood River because I don't really know how that is.
Yeah, for high school, it mainly depends on what kind of classes you take. Like AP classes will be about half hour each night for each class, and most of the time the stuff you don't get like a worksheet and it's due the next day. It's more like you may get it on Monday and it's due on Friday, so it's how you manage your time more in high school.
Most of the homework is like they'll hand stuff out in class, and if you spend your time wisely and actually working in class, you're not gonna have that much homework afterwards. But if you're just in there playing with your friends, then you're gonna have homework.
Do you know anyone who does drugs in high school? And yeah, there are definitely students who do drugs, but it's like who you choose to associate with. So you may see it a lot with the friends you choose, or you may not see it at all, depending on who you hang with.
Mine starts out with "You're beautiful. Have a good day." Like that. And what should I expect from freshman year? Freshman year is they kind of introduce you to high school. You don't have quite as much freedom as seniors do, and classes aren't quite as difficult. But my advice would just be like to get good grades in freshman year while it's still relatively easy. Just like work hard, and I'll sort of build a habit of working hard. Expand yourself. You'll grow a lot your freshman year.
There was a question, I don't know if it's, hopefully it's still in there, about initiation. That might be a good time to address that one. There's a question like, is there initiation and what is initiation in high school?
Initiation is like where the upcoming seniors will come find the graduating eighth graders or incoming freshmen, and rumors have it that they'll like spank, like beat them and stuff like that and paddle them, but that wasn't my experience at all. Granted, my sister was a senior, so I knew all my seniors and we kind of just like went and hung out. But I'm not saying that's how it's good for you. If you're uncomfortable going to initiation, if someone approaches you, just don't do it. They're not going to come hunt you down or anything.
Like, I didn't go to
I
initiation.
didn't go either.
Really don't care who goes.
My question kind of follows that. Is it hard to be friends with older people in high school? And I think that at first when you're transitioning, it's kind of weird because right now you guys are at the top of your school and then you go and you're like freshman and you're new and you don't really understand the high school yet. But personally, I didn't find it very hard to be friends with older people, especially now. My school is 6 through 12 and twice a day we go out and play games with each other. And I found some of the coolest people are in the 6th grade. And like, that's maybe kind of weird, but I really enjoy it. And I really enjoy having somebody that they can come to, and I know a lot of kids at the high school really enjoy being like leaders and helping out kids, so.
Yeah, is it very hard transferring, like the transition going from 8th grade to 9th grade? And I wouldn't say it's hard, it's just different. Like Abby was saying, one of the main differences is having older kids in your classes, and at first that can be intimidating, but you'll get used to it and you'll become friends with some of the other students in your class.
This question has to do with peer pressure, and peer pressure does happen, but if like you're surrounding yourself with the people you should be surrounded with, like friends that respect you and accept you for who you are, if they're pressuring you to do something, say no. Like good friends are people in a healthy relationship that will accept that, and they won't continue to pressure you. Like my friends have pressured me, I just say no. They'll be like, I respect that, or okay, and they leave me alone. But it's who you choose to surround yourself with.
And it's like being confident in yourself too, like being able to make a decision that, no, I don't want to drink or I'm not going to do drugs, and just like valuing what, like who you are and what, keeping in mind what your values are and what you want.
Okay, so this last thing says, was there ever an older boy or girl who ever hit on you or made you uncomfortable? If so, what did you do? And I mean, this is more of a personal question, but I will say that if there's a senior or junior or upperclassman, anybody who like hits on you or talks to you in any way that makes you feel uncomfortable, like you don't, I don't know how to word this, like you guys don't have to like fall into that pressure, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like you don't have to feel pressured by them, you don't have to talk to them or anything, and 99% of the time this isn't going to happen. They just want to get to know you because you're new there and you're part of their school.
Yeah, well, if something like that does happen, it makes you feel uncomfortable. My experiences in high school with teachers is like, I have really healthy relationships with teachers, and most of them really care about just being there and helping students. So you can always go talk to a teacher or a counselor or a social worker there. In my opinion, the staff are like really safe and supportive.
Well, Raul, he's the school cop. He's a really good guy to go to for like a lot of things. I love Raul. So.
Is that
All
all?
our questions.
Oh.